Hi, today I'm going to talk about the tools I use behind getting all the wonderful Weight Watcher meals together. This has been really helpful for me to stay on track. I use a meal planner to start, and I just kind of start my week this way. And let's see, here's an example of this week. I start with putting the date. I work, and so does my husband. So I start off with if I'm off, if I work, and then I usually do the same breakfast. So I'll do a 5 smart point breakfast, and then I'll put like little notes as I go of like, oh, we have a dental appointment, we have other things going on. So that's just a little snapshot of what I do, and mainly I will write down the dinners because this is just really easy to reference when I'm in the rush of like, oh, how many let's see, how much Tostino cheese did I need? Oh, 3 tablespoons equal that 2 points. So this just helps me to get prepared, and then I'll write my grocery list out to see, I'll look and see what ingredients I need and then write my grocery list out. But I just really feel that it's helpful for me to just be really prepared, have the groceries ready and available, and then every night I know what I'm doing. I know the day before, oh, I need to defrost because I make my own beans and freeze them. They're really tasty that way, the fat-free beans, and just things like that that really helps me through my journey, I guess they all say. So yeah, this is what I do. So I'm just gonna take you through how I. So this is what I have so far. So far, I just wrote the dates down, and I do this. I start this like today is Friday. It depends on how busy my schedule is, and then this will be the for Monday to go on Monday. So I had to, and then I went ahead and wrote down the days I work because that affects like um how long of a, like, I'm just going to do probably quick and simple meals on the days that I work, and then I wrote down days that my husband works because maybe I can get him to just grill up some pork chops if he's off and I'm working. And then I also wrote like appointments that we have in the evenings, and then also we have an Easter dinner. And then also sometimes I'll be like, ooh, I'm craving something, and I'll just write it on my shopping list here, but that's not my real shopping list. It's just to give me ideas for maybe what to make for dinner. That's what it is so far. I'm gonna keep working along. I'll probably do, oh, I have a doctor's appointment at 5, so, and my husband doesn't work. I'll do pork chops that day, and I work. So yeah, Eric can cook. He'll throw them on the smoker. It'll be great. Have some in the freezer, as I reminded myself. All right. So this is just an example of my pork chop meal, and I go on my Weight Watchers app, and I do like to weigh things a lot. Sometimes I'll use tablespoons and cups and things, but I just like to be more exact sometimes. And so you can see I'm gonna do 107 grams of pork chops, and I just bring my scale right to the table. I mean, I try to weigh things out before I call everyone to dinner, and we'll probably also have green beans since the boys don't really like Brussels sprouts, but I love roasted Brussels sprouts. And that'll be also something great to just have in the fridge as leftovers, just to make with like a bowl for lunches. And usually I'll just use leftover dinner foods to help to make lunches. And usually I'll do a lot of fresh foods, and just order, what I need for the week. But last week, our dishwasher broke, and we just had like too much going on, so we had to go out to eat. So we went to Taco Bell, and I found this really, it was a 9 smart point bowl, and it worked out well. It was delicious. So now I know that I can go to Taco Bell and get something like that. And so now I have these pork chops. So I just got a Monday, I gotta defrost them. And here's what it looks like on my Weight Watchers app. So here's what a couple of days of dinners look like. Um, so I'm gonna make a roast on Sunday, Mississippi pot roast. It's pretty good. It's hard to track though with the butter because I know I'm not eating a half a cup of butter, and I don't know. If you look up the recipe, it's just a Mississippi pot roast. It's really delicious. But I'm gonna use the beef from that, 87 grams. I'm gonna have 2 taco shells because I mean, the boys will eat nachos, but for me, it's just easier just to keep track to have something bigger like a taco shell. And then I'm just accounting 2 smart points of oil because I don't know, I'm gonna do my best, but I don't think I'm gonna have half a cup. I mean, most of it ends up in the crock pot. And so that's just 2 busy days. And and then we'll figure out the rest. Maybe today, maybe, I don't know. I just sit down every so often and try to write out a day. I feel like this is so much easier. And then I leave the lunch open because I just go with whatever is in my fridge. What I keep, you know, some tuna, cans of tuna in my pantry, and I freeze some things that I think that we're not going to use, and like a chicken breast, shredded chicken breast, or something like that, just for those lunches that I just didn't have enough leftovers to make a lunch. And then, of course, I usually eat the same breakfast, which is 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and my coffee creamer. It all equals 5 points. So there's a little snapshot, and then whenever I get it all completed, I'll show you, but that's just to give you an idea of what I do. All right, so here's a completed week. It takes a little time, but I feel like it's worth it because it sets me up, and I'm pretty successful with sticking to the plan and staying on track. I allow about 8 to 10 points per dinner. So I track all of these in my Weight Watchers app as I do this. And this one, I'm just gonna try to do my best because it's a potluck dinner. I don't know what's gonna be there. And then I'll track my breakfast in my Weight Watchers app. And then I just have my lunch to think about. So I'll just try to come up with some leftovers. I usually just throw some salad. I keep some spinach on hand, and I'll just make a little bowl out of whatever's left over. And then I'll track it as I go. I just feel like this is just an easier process to do while, you know, in the rush of dinner on a busy work night, school night, and just to have it down to know what I'm supposed to do. And I just like to have it planned out. So next, I'm going to look at my shopping list, which I keep a list of things we need throughout the week. And then once I get my menu together, I will look through my fridge and pantry and see what items I need to get, and I'll put it on my list. And then I'll start my online grocery. So here's my shopping list that I went through all of these items, checked my freezer, pantry, see, oh, I just realized I need to write zucchini on there. I also keep frozen vegetables in my freezer just in case I forget something. I can always use, just throw some on a sheet pan, spray them with a little oil, and roast them for a while. So now this will be the end of my video, but I'm just gonna go to the Walmart app, plug all of these items in, and set up an appointment for whenever someone can pick them up. Monday morning, I bet. Oh, it looks like my husband doesn't work, so I'll just ask if he could just pick up the groceries after he drops our son off at school. And then that's that, and then I'll be ready for next week. And that's how I stay on track.